I started to take creatine around about 6 months ago. And the reason why I started taking creatine was I was having back problems. I'd been to the doctor, I had acupuncture, I had massages, I had MRIs, I had x rays, and I thought there was something wrong with my back. What I learned was my body was chronically dehydrated, and somebody suggested that I start to consume creatine. Now, what I later learned was that creatine is one of the most researched substances on the planet. For the past 20 years as a supplement, they've been researching creatine, and for about 6 months, I've been using it. And within 24 hours of hyperdosing creatine, my back pain disappeared. I thought it was the spine, I thought it was the ligaments, I thought it was the muscles. It was just chronic dehydration. So I went down the rabbit hole and I started to study more about creatine. There's a lot of study, there's a lot of research out there, and I was reading a lot of research from Dr. Huberman from Huberman Lab. And I discovered a couple of things. If you consume about 5 to 10 milligrams of creatine per day, then you're going to get muscle saturation in around about 7 to 14 days, meaning that your muscles will become hydrated. If you're consuming 15 to 20 milligrams per day, your organs start to absorb it and your organs start to function better. If you start to consume 20 to 25 milligrams of creatine per day, it then makes its way to the brain and your brain starts to get energized. And the reason why you've got to megadose and take 20 to 25 milligrams per day is that your muscles and your organs are really greedy, meaning that as soon as you start to consume the creatine, your muscles want to take it away from you, your organs want to take away it from you, and there's nothing left for the brain. But as you start to megadose at 20 to 25, you're going to experience some wonderful benefits. The first benefit that I had was obviously the back pain disappeared. But beyond that, once I believe I got saturation into the brain, my overall energy levels started to lift up. I would wake up easier. I'd go to bed earlier. I wouldn't get that mid-afternoon crash. That disappeared. So my energy increased, and it increased rapidly. Secondly, my sleep got better. I was going to bed at around about 10 o'clock, waking up around 6 a.m., and having little to no sleep disturbances. I was getting sleep disturbances between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning, and that disappeared. And that leads me to the third thing. The third thing is the research shows that 20 to 25 milligrams of creatine per day is extremely good for your mental and emotional health. My mental health got better, and that feeling of anxiety, that anticipatory anxiety, that worry, that overwhelm that we have as business people tended to stop when I was asleep. What happens when you wake up between 1 and 3 a.m. in the morning is your liver gets agitated. The adrenal glands dump cortisol into the body and you start to overthink. You start to worry. But since I started to consume 20 to 25 milligrams of creatine per day, not just this brand, but any brand, that started to disappear. Now, I probably, at this stage, I'm drinking 2 to 3 liters of water per day. I can drink 750 milliliters of water with creatine in it before I go to bed, and I do not wake up to go to the bathroom. The creatine, the supplement, hydrates the body, but it's not passing through the body quickly, like when I just drink water. It tends to retain the water in the body, especially when I'm asleep. So I can drink 750 milliliters of water. I can go to bed and I don't have to wake up for a midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, or 3 o'clock toilet trip. So the point that I want to make is, if you haven't done your research on creatine yet, do it. For the ladies, it's excellent for your mental and emotional health. It will help your period become regular and less painful. Gentlemen, it's excellent for your energy. It's excellent for your muscle growth. It's excellent for your sleep. And very importantly, it's excellent for your anticipatory anxiety. Check it out. Do the research. Let me know. Are you taking creatine or would you consider it yourself?